Is there anybody here old enough to remember the 60s? It doesn't look like it, I don't think. If you remember the 60s, you weren't there. But anyhow, believe it or not, I used to be a hippie. But, you know, the problem with that was it was just too much work. So I decided to become a hippie quick. First of all, when you're a hippie, you got to hitchhike a lot. And so that's really hard on the thumbs. It's really, the thumbs get a real workout. And then all those drugs you have to take. First of all, it's hard on the brain cells and the lungs. It's really hard on your body. And then that free love they all talk about. Well, that's just plain hard on a person, you know, and it's a lot of calories, and you burn up a lot of calories. So I decided to become a hippie quick. And what I did was I became a guru. What I did is I grew my hair and I grew my beard, and I became Guru V. You probably heard about me. I used to have a bunch of groupies, and we all used to have group therapy. And what we do is we all sit around this big hot tub, and we'd sing my favorite song. And you know what my song was? Anybody got an idea?
What?
It's called Looking for Fun and Feeling Groovy. So the groupies would feel groovy, and I'd feel pretty groovy myself. But seriously, though, I did write a book. It's called How to Guru Your Own in Your Own Backyard. But there was just a problem with that. Nobody would read it. But the fact is that, you know, everybody can become a guru. And so I think all of you, if you take your finger, I want you to guru yourself. And so take your finger. You can do this in the mirror, or you can take your finger right now and point to someone next to you or right beside you. Everybody do this. Just take your finger and point at someone next to you and repeat after me. Say G.
G.
U.
U.
R.
R.
U. So you become a grown-up. And you become a guru. You guru yourself. But you don't want to become a grown-up, though. That's when you commit adultery. I'm sure if you all heard about adultery, that's when you think you're an adult and stop kidding around. So nobody wants to commit adultery. The whole fact is we want to just stay young and think in a positive way. But eventually I decided to become a prop id, which is a professor of it. And what it is, it's the infinite totality. And the thing about it is, the man in his spiritual quest goes from outer to inner. And once you're inner, that's it. But the thing about it is, it's a level of consciousness, because we all start at the me level. I mean, I don't know if you're familiar with the concept of the me. This is the M right here, and this is the E, which is mass energy, Mother Earth. Like we all came from Mother Earth. We all are Mother Earth. We all came from it, actually. You've all heard about the Big Bang Theory, right?
Yeah.
So what happens is we're all kind of getting it on. We're all doing it, right? Going like this, getting it on, doing it. And so what do you want to have happen when you're doing it? You want to have an orgasm.
Yeah.
You want to separate from it as mass and energy, me. Everyone's me. And once you realize that, and you have the it. Now you see it. See the I and the T? And now you don't. Now what it is we're all getting it on. There's the spirit. We're all getting it on. We're all doing it. We separate from it as M-E, mass and energy, right? And so what do we create when we do it? We create, anybody out there know how to spell? T-I, take your time, T-I-M-E. So that's how time is created. Because once we were all it, and we separated from it. But now we're all me, mass and energy. And so what happens is we want to merge back together. Everybody wants to get it on. They want to do it. We want to get it back together. You want to merge and do it. And the thing about it is, one of the great lines I have is I come up to the ladies and I say, you want to make a profit. You know, and in this day and age, the only way to make a profit is to be one. You know, and I tell them, you're it, and I'm me, and together we make time. You know, and it works every time. But the thing about it is that once you reach this enlightened state of consciousness, you realize that you're it. People want to get back to it. And so in order to get back to it, if you're going to take a trip or build a house, what do you have to have? Anybody know what you do when you build a house? What's the first thing you do before you start building?
Dig a hole.
You have to have a
Foundation.
Oh, you have to have a plan. So it's called the plan. It. I'm sure you heard of it. The planet. This is the planet Earth. This is a nice place to visit. But I don't know if I want to live here. I'm just sort of passing through. So the thing is, we have the planet, And then we have the unit. That's when everybody gets together in one place at one time. And then we reach the top of the mountain. What's the top of the peak called?
Summit.
The summit. You got it. And then what happens when we transcend and we leave is pure light energy. We have there's an entrance and there's a
Exit.
hey, you got it. Exit. And this is all, you think I'm making this up. It's all based on scientific fact. All of you heard about Einstein, right?
Yeah.
Einstein was totally into it. He said we must leave the I and the we for the it. He said the most beautiful experience of life is that of the mystic upon which all true science is based. He even had a theory about it. You know what the theory was called? The theory of relativity. We're all related to it. And so what it is we're all merging, we're all coming back, and E equals mc squared. So E stands for total enlightened consciousness. So in order for enlightenment to take place, this is what Buddha was trying to achieve, and all the great masters, they're trying to reach it. They're trying to reach this I plus. Christ is up there on the cross. I plus. Look at me, I'm going to do it. I'll take you to the next plane, the plane it. So the thing is about it is E equals mc squared. So energy or enlightenment is equal to mass, which is having, you've heard of the critical mass? You have to have 144,000 people at one time. Jehovah's Witnesses weren't too far off. You need a critical mass of energy, because all of us have enough energy to light the LA if we concentrate our energy in the right place. But the fact is, no, it's serious. But the thing about it is E equals mc squared. So we all mass together at high noon, August 19th, 2012. You've heard about 2012. We're all going to do it together at one place at one time. It's going to be up in Woodstock, Ontario. So as we all mass together at one place at one time, we're all going to be doing it at the same time. And so in order to do it, though, it takes two. So does everyone in here have a soulmate?
No.
Well, there'll be extras floating around up in Woodstock. So what you have to do is you have to bring your soulmate with you. Because what happens is you go from the me level. You see the M and the E right here? We go from the me level. The reflection in me is, what's this?
You.
W.
W. E.
E.
We. This is to remind you, in case you don't remember. You have to, some people think it's silly or ridiculous, but this whole thing is a we one.
Man, are you trying to bang my
And
soulmate? Is that
we
what
have
you're
to.
doing?
No, you get the banger yourself. I hope it's a girl. Okay, but the fact is that we have to do it ourselves. And if we don't do it, we go from the we level, we go to the I level. And so what happens is when you're doing it, are you familiar with coitus? You guys know what coitus is? You old enough? Okay. Coitus is sex. Coitus. So what happens is you have your soulmate, and the two of you are doing it together. And mass consciousness, I'm almost done. Mass consciousness, everybody's getting it on, we're all doing it at the same time. And then just as you're familiar with tantric yoga, and so instead of the energy flowing outward, it flows upward, and it reaches up to your chakras and opens up your third eye, and it turns into, and you're staring into your soulmate's eyes, you're both owning together at the same time. And what happens is just as you reach orgasm, you flip your head backward, and this is how you square the speed of light. You open up your third eye, turn into the Brahman state of reflected light energy. The energy from the soul, the solar system, hits the mass third eyes, reflects back up again. Everyone's oming, and it reflects back down again. And all around Woodstock, Ontario, is the Great Lakes. Reflects back up again. It forms this whole focused energy, focus. And as we're doing this, we're all oming. You're familiar with the om? We have an OMIC, which is an atomic nuclear vision, and we're going to have a nuclear reaction, and we're going to all transcend this pure light energy into the ethos, and that'll be it. And then everybody will be there. Let there be light. I there is it here. So remember, I am the teacher, and me is the pupil. And what I teach is that it is each. So remember, we all have to do it ourselves. So just think about it, and you'll all be there, high noon, August 19th, 2012. We'll all do it together, and then we'll increase our vibrational level 15 times what it is now, and we'll turn from mass into pure energized essence, transcend from this plane it, into the next dimension. That'll be it. All right?
Yeah.
All right. Take care. Be there or be square. No Levi's or Capris, please.